Welcome back, everybody. It's Temptations Night. We haven't played in God knows how long. We were doing so well there for a while, and I feel like, did we just miss one? I don't know. I feel like we've been
I
gone
think
for
we only
forever.
just missed one.
Yeah.
It's been a long
I
month.
thought we just two.
Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, what I'm saying is we'll need a decent recap, Psychic, to get us kind of going again.
That's
the gist of what I mean.
Recap. A decent recap being the big bone dragon fight big bone dragon go 9 eyes, rose turn bird fly atop of castle. Fuck you skipped like 2 of my puzzles.
You're
Just take
welcome.
the eagles tomorrow.
No, so you guys had fought the giant bone dragon, the ancient bone dragon. It was doing a decent job, and then y'all were like, hey, what if we just kill it? So you just killed it. You had gotten to like the crest of this hill and had looked down towards the castle that has been described as one from his era. As the castle was kind of sitting on the edge of the kind of the ocean side, so you'd have the castle here. You could see the back of it was kind of like in the water a little bit, but not too much. Along the front of it, there was like this war going on between all of these different creatures. After you guys had waited a little bit, you had seen that the kind of war just stopped and everything kind of like melted into the ground, or had like dissolved into the ground, and then after a few minutes again would rise up and the fighting would continue as if everything had been refreshed. So the original puzzle was either finding your way through that or fighting your way through it. And y'all were like, I can turn everybody into birds, so fuck you. And Rose was like, let's just not. So you had turned everybody into, I believe you were giant eagles or something.
Giant eagles, yeah.
Yeah, so you had turned everybody into giant eagles and was able to fly everybody up, and you had specifically decided the back right turret, which is the back right corner of the castle. So you had flown everybody over there. You guys had landed and essentially just landed on top of some sentries, some sentry units that were up there as well, kind of keeping an eye out. And they were like birds, whatever. They did try to fire at you guys with arrows. One did hit Headsman, and it did kind of take out his echo, so he will be unable to use his echo ability for until like a long rest happens. So that is something. But aside from that, you guys have landed on top of this back turret. It is now, we are at the castle. As I said before we had started, a full transparency, I had been building a castle in Dungeon Alchemist. It took me 8 hours just to build the outside. You're not getting an inside, you're getting what I give you, and you will enjoy it.
You can't make us enjoy it.
I don't have to. I don't have to. But yeah, so there's you guys have landed on top of this turret. The castle itself is relatively normal looking. It doesn't look like it's been burnt down or destroyed. The kind of beige walls look really weird, considering the ground in front of it is like this just blood-covered dirt and mud until you hit the bottom of the hill that you guys were standing on. And then on the other side is ocean. And on the ocean is just empty water and waves. But you guys had landed on top of this turret, so we will be using your imagination for a little while. So I want to see eyes closed and everyone focusing. Thank you. Yeah. Of course, I was about to say. Of course, it's Ravnock and Zebb, the first two, like the last two to actually close their eyes. I see how it is. But essentially, now you guys have landed on this turret. As you guys are kind of looking around, you can see that the top of this castle is kind of open in the sense of you can see the other four corners, and you can see that there are people kind of there. They don't seem to have noticed you at all just yet. The walls of the turret are kind of high enough to where you can hide the archers, but obviously you can still see looking through the stuff. The one day that I don't tell my friend that I have D&D and that I have stuff to do is the day that he fucking calls me. I'm gonna call you out live, Jai. Fuck you. We'll do RuneScape later. But yeah, so you guys had landed on the corner. You guys can look out through the kind of the indents of the edge of the on the round side of this. I don't know what fucking word I'm using. My
We're
brain
mopping
stopped
up with
working.
this villain. You're good.
Exactly. Thank God.
Not heard that one before.
Yeah, so you guys are looking out now. You guys can see everything. The other kind of sentries and units that are on the top of this castle haven't noticed you yet. What do you guys want to do? Because from this point forward, it is going to be a lot of you guys are pushing through what's happening. The castle doesn't look very big.
Does anyone remember if we dropped form or if we're still birds?
I think we ended by dropping form and dropping Morgan Canyon's magnificent mansion right on top of like some birds or something. They're like there was some kind of like guards or something at the top. And we dropped it on them. We turned from birds as well as where that came from.
I think I remember that now.
Yeah, we had a badass scene.
So what you're saying is we should have a mansion there. Were you planning on...
Yeah, we can get a long rest.
We're in a mansion.
Okay.
You will get to use the mansion to get a long rest. Yes. How does it look? Because according to like anybody on the outside, as far as I remember, Magnificent Mansion like gives you a door that you can just enter to walk through. But what does it look like? Because Persephone's extra as fuck. So what does it like look like for? How does it look, Theatre Major?
It looks like the. It looks like the front of the White House. Like it's just kind of a little over the top and too much.
Oh no!
Does it have both wings?
Yes, and they're properly labeled in gold script.
So Kellen said that we were still birds. So I'll drop the enchantment then. Since we're going in this direction anyway, keeping us honest.
Yeah, we needed this long rest. We'd be all dead.
So, Morgan Canyon's Magnificent Mansion, chopping it on top of these guys. I like to think at this point that Persephone is so done with a lot of their shit that it, like everything, the door that kind of appears just just lands in the middle of one of these guys and just kind of like just separates them. Just because she's so
before we
over
landed.
this shit.
Before we landed, she asked Rose, "Can you turn us into elephants at the last second so that we can
just recast the spell?
Flatten them all?"
I can't.
No.
Actually, can I? That's a great question. Hold on. I think I have to recast it. But if I can...
Oh,
God. Targets...
Blue whales. All of us blue whales, and we can just handle this whole thing right now.
On later turns, you can take a magic action to transform the targets again. So I will do exactly what's suggested.
Blue whales.
God.
Rose is so done with these people, right? Rose hates anything related to the gods in this universe, so does not hesitate to give in to Persephone's plea. Oh God, what if we turn into something too heavy and just crash through the castle instead?
So let's do it. Let's just ruin all of Psychic's plans.
He spent 8 hours.
That's what he gets for letting us get so high level.
That he should have known.
Okay, so to recap, what is happening?
We're going to, as we're coming in, I will transform us from birds into giant whales, if possible. Once we crash down and murder anybody we land on, I'll immediately drop it, and then Persephone will cast the mansion.
Okay. So
that is the intended order.
You guys are going to cast Magnificent Mansion. And you guys will get your get to have your long rest.
Sweet. He's not going to let us RP the longer. He wants us to just go.
No, hey, if you want to RP a long rest, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm good. I'm just.
I think at this point, everyone in the group is like, "Nope, let's go. We got to murder this dude. Rest.
Okay,
Everybody sleep. Get to sleep now."
Club,
Okay,
another club,
so-
plus another club. Interview, plus.
Alrighty, so you guys have gone through the door. You guys have gotten yourselves your long rest. The duration is 24 hours. Are you just taking the 8 hours to long rest and then going, or are you like having a bit of vacation?
We gotta
No, we're on it. We gotta go.
Okay.
We're
Now-
fully rested.
Now would be the time to talk about a plan if we want to have one. But if not, let's just go.
Do we? What is the plan? Like, do we?
I feel like even for you guys, the plan is stab bitches, get money.
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
It's worked for us so far.
I'm here to storm the castle and save the princess. It just so happens I am the princess.
Yeah.
So that's
and then
what I'm here
find
for.
a mushroom that tells you that the princess is in another castle. So.
If you do that to me, psychic.
I swear to God.
Alrighty, so you guys have had your long rest. Headsman is feeling a lot better, which is nice. You guys are now getting ready. As you're getting ready to leave the mansion, are you guys wanting to kind of set yourself up in a marching order going through this castle, or is it just everyone's as close together as they can be? You guys are just gonna blitz through this thing as much as you can. Like, how do you want to do it?
It probably makes more sense for me and Headsman to take point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
we
probably
work
say
our,
towards
we
the
do
middle.
our best when we're like team working, so.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Yeah.
I
Glad
hate
we
it.
figured that out.
Yeah, right. It'll be me and Rose in the middle, probably, and then Persephone in the back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I will bring out my direwolf to kind of march next to Persephone in the back, just for some additional support.
Okay.
Also, she's got short legs, so.
Yeah, so she's riding the direwolf.
Yeah, that's probably even better.
All right, so Coral, you're coming out first.
Yeah, me and
I
Headsman.
need to know the following. First of all, 2 of these are natural 20s, which is incredible. But does a 17, a 19, and a 15 hit you?
The 17 and 19 both hit.
Okay, so that is that. This is going to be done in the chat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as you guys leave the mansion, you guys are going to walk out. Then as you do, Coral, you're going to walk right into a firing squad of arrows. As you have just rested for 8 hours on top of a mansion, you've basically just given them 8 hours of spare time to plan for this. You changed into elephants, landed on top. That kind of killer whales. That kind of ruined the element of surprise. So, like, I could also use this.
Yeah, but now we're healed. I think it was worth it.
Good change. Good exchange. I like it.
As you step outside, so you guys are, hey, y'all had your full rest. I don't want to fucking hear it. But no, so you have stepped outside, and immediately as you do, you just watch as all of these arrows get fired out towards you, and you get peppered, and you're going to take 34 total damage, which will be piercing damage. But as you do, you kind of just like watch them all get ready to like draw their aim. Now, obviously, it's going to be difficult in a sense to keep an initiative or keep making initiative all throughout this castle. So I want everybody to roll their initiative once, and that's going to be a total. Because for this, because the level that we're at, the initiative roll for everybody needs to meet a certain threshold for me.
Okay, I think I have a maneuver I can do that helps my initiative. Give me just a second.
Okay. Already Rose with a nat 20.
25, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just roll it. Oh, come on. Okay, I've had this heroic inspiration for like the entire session, the entire campaign. I'm using it on that.
It's time to use it.
Yeah, we finally got him to use it.
What are you saving for at
Yep,
this point?
there we go. I'll take that. A little bit of improvement.
Okay, so 25, 27 is 52, 9 is... Yes. Okay, so with the total threshold needed to be beaten, it was basically going to be like the average of everybody, so you needed to beat that minimum of 40. And because of the highest level that we are at, I did push it up 10, so you needed to beat 50. Yes, have. So that's what I wanted to do with the initiative. Because of what we're doing and how we're going to be running through it, I am taking... I think it's the Daggerheart rules of you guys go, they go in one go, because it's just going to make things so much fucking easier for me, and I cannot be bothered. So
fair enough.
What we're going to do, so again, everybody's now leaving their magnificent mansion. As you're walking out, you're going to see roughly 9 archers and 9 soldiers that are basically standing at points around where this door is held. As they fired off, they got the surprise attack to at least get the hit in. But now it's going to push over to your guys' turn. So you've got 9 that are in front of you. You're on this turret. Go hard. How do you want to do it? How are you going? Do you want your own order? Are you just going to go in whatever order?
I'm going to start by just, I'll use my bonus action to do a Balm of the Summer Court as I see Coral getting peppered with arrows. So I'm gonna do a 1 bonus action to give you. How much damage did you take? 36.
36. Yeah.
Okay. I'll spend 6 of these on it. Actually, I'll spend 5. So that'll be 5d6 healing.
Okay.
Plus 5. Damn, that was a good roll though.
Wow.
31. You'll get 31 of that
30.
back.
Perfect.
Damn, that was a good roll.
That's a great roll.
Great roll.
Like as soon as it, like I think Rose is prepared for this too. So as soon as that happens, she sees these coming and she's casting before he even gets hit. And like as they start to pummel into him, they start healing almost as quick as you get hit. That was only a bonus action, but I'll save my action for you all to do something else.
So, like, how far away are these archers, and like, how far apart are they from each other?
So, because they're archers, they are needing to be at least 30 feet away. From where you guys have put it, I kind of assume that you've put the door like towards the end of it. And because obviously this is a castle's turret, they are the minimum of the 30 feet, but they are standing in a row.
Okay, so they're within 30 feet of each other?
Yes. There'll be 9 of them, so 5. So there'll be like a 45 foot. It's like a 45 feet line, and a person is in each 5 foot. So,
math is hard.
You've never had a better opportunity.
These archers, they're kind of like above us, correct?
No, they're head on. Like, they're in the line, watching the door, waiting for you guys to leave. As soon as they saw it, they just...
Could Persephone... Okay, so here, I'll just ask it like this. Could Persephone run up to the side of them and hit them all with a lightning bolt?
Arguably, yes.
Okay, that's what she's going to try to do.
Right.
It's a Dex 18 save.
Okay.
Good for her, honestly.
Oops, I didn't mean to cast it at the 3rd level. I only meant to cast it at the 3rd level. Let me fix that.
Alright, so obviously these are all individual rolls. So what is the DC for it?
18.
Okay.
And then
so
that's the real damage. I accidentally cast it at the 5th level earlier, and I didn't mean to.
That's alright. So with an 18, only one of them is going to save, and that's the one that rolled a 17. Everybody else is going to lose. 29, I'm assuming it's half damage on a save. But it does not matter. How are you wiping out all of these guys in one go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Persephone's kind of lame, and so she calls them all wieners or something like that. She's like, "Let's kill these wieners," and she just sends out her electric shock.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna watch now as Persephone runs to the side and just fires this lightning bolt and just completely wipes out. Calls them all wieners and just wipes out 9 of these archers in one go. They all kind of stiffen and like tremor, obviously, from the electricity. But after a few seconds, they all just they all just kind of like take that time and then they all just drop to the ground. As they do, you guys can see now as everything's kind of just quiet for a moment. And then after a minute, there's an alarm sound that kind of rings out. This is just essentially let everyone know now. They've left the mansion. Everyone's in go mode.
All right. Time to fuck some people up. By the way, Persephone, that was pretty good. I usually cook my wieners with fire, but that did the job.
I feel like I want to give you my heroic inspiration.
If you do not already have it, you will now.
I do, unfortunately.
Oh no, what a shame. Anyway,
damn
actually,
humans.
when you get it, when you get it and you already have it, you're allowed to give it to someone that doesn't have it in the group.
I'll give it back to Coral.
Coral, one day I will have you in a fight where you don't have this fucking inspiration, I swear to God.
It doesn't feel right for him not to be hoarding it. I'll give it back to him.
Honestly, I forget it's there half the time.
Yeah.
I always do too.
Okay. So, on each of these turrets, you guys can see, especially in the image that I had sent of what I had created, there are these stairs that lead down into these little walkable platforms, and then halfway in between each of these are stairs that lead down as well. They are on each side, and they all lead down into this door that kind of just comes into the inside interior of this castle. So, obviously, first of all, how do you just want to go about things? Are you just bum rushing it, or are you going to take your time? How do you just want to do this? Because
bum rush.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, bum rushed unless someone has a better, more coherent.
I'm thinking cautiously bum rush. Like we go in and we're like behind the door, next to the doors, like this.
Yeah, like a yeah.
We should
like
check before we run into the room, yes. But we've lost the element of surprise. I don't see any reason to try to sneak around. I mean, they know we're here.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt's pretty loud, I think.
Yeah. I think that's what did it.
That's what did it. That's what did it.
Not the whales, not the 5.
Okay, so you guys are going to essentially rush your way down to one of the doors. The doors are just these wooden oak doors. There's anything special about them. But as you come down to this door and you kind of open it, you guys are going to want to be, you said you wanted to be cautious as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to know who is going to be taking point going through the doors. Is it going to be Torvil? Is it going to be Torvil? Fuck, he's the bad guy. Is it going to be Coral again because you're a demon? But is it going to be Coral again? Are you guys going to be trying to be sneaky? Are you trying to use something to look around? Do any of you have a mirror? etc. Because we only need to describe this once, because I'm assuming you'll be doing it for any door you come across.
Coral first.
Yeah, I'll go through first. I mean, I can't really look for traps or something like that, or if that's what we're talking about here. Yeah. No, I'm just I'll face tank whatever's through it.
I have an idea. They're doors, right?
Yeah.
Every door we come to, so I can do this for a while. How about this? I'll transform into like a spider. Coral, I'll ride on your shoulder or something. And then once we get to a door, I'll just crawl under and see what's under there.
That works.
Yep.
Perception check? In general? Or
roll me perception.
Will a 33 get me anything?
Beautiful. No. I'm kidding.
Spider's got a lot of eyes.
Yeah. I feel like there's one like right here that just sees some bullshit. No. So as you crawl under, the one thing that you notice is that as you do, just before you reach like
Kellen.
the edge of the nice Kellen. As you just before you reach the edge of the kind of underneath of the door, you can see that there are kind of 6 pairs of feet that are just kind of like at each end of this hallway. You notice that there is like a rather long red rug that just kind of runs along the edge of this hallway. The inside is a very nondescript, very boring kind of a stone walls. And there's maybe only 2 other doors that are here, aside from 2 that are at the ends. But you can see that there are 6 people that are just kind of lined up at this side, and they're just kind of waiting for something to happen at this door.
Persephone's just like, kick that door open. I got a fireball ready.
Yeah, so I'll come out and I'll relay that message to the group, Charlotte's Web style. I'll just write it really big.
I was about to ask. Can you
Let's show off.
All right, you guys can't tell, but this spider does have a shit-eating grin right now.
You know what? Real quick, with the thieves tools or artisans tools and you could magically create one set of non-magical artisans tools. I probably made a little like one of those little mirrors on a stick too. So we have one of those.
Sure. Alrighty. So you now know that on the inside of this door is these kind of 6 people that are waiting. So how do you want to do it? Are you busting the door down fireball style, or what are you doing?
I say we kick the door down to a fireball. What do y'all think?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Do it.
That works for me.
All
I'm going to stay a spider as long as I can, just so we can use this. But you all blow it up.
Let fun in.
Coral, you kick the door down, and Persephone's got her fireball ready.
Doing it.
All right. So, Coral, I'm gonna say it's quite easy to kick down a wooden door. It's not difficult at all. But Persephone, you're just throwing it straight in and letting it run along the walls as the spell entails that it does.
Yeah, so she's going to try to aim her best for like the center of these people to try to hit them, but as many as she can. But yeah,
okay.
You're going to want to not stand right in this doorway though, because it could blow out. So,
right.
I'll spider up, climb up to the ceiling, and kind of go back a little bit.
All right. So as you do, you're going to kind of like look down and aim towards one of the ends of the hallways. As you cast your fireball and throw it in, it is going to take out the 3 that are on the one side. It's also going to completely blow out the door that's at the end of the hallway as well. You guys will still have 3 more on the other side because they're at each ends of the hallway. But you've just you don't even need to roll damage because the 3 of them are just going to be out for the count.
I wanted to anyway.
But yeah, so you've taken out 3 on the right side as the door opens, and you're kind of just firing it over there. So there will still be 3 more over here. As you cast a spell to aim it over that way, the 3 are going to get to roll to hit you. So we've got a 16, a 14, so 18, 16, and a 9 will miss. So 18 and 16.
Let's see.
So I went in. So are they shooting at him or are they shooting at me? Because like I'm busting in there.
So even though you bust in, they're shooting at Persephone because she's the one that's had to step in to throw the fireball at one of the sides.
I'm gonna cast shield on myself, and none of them hit.
Okay. So after you, no, I don't care.
We're too good at this. We look like total badasses right now. I don't trust this.
Yeah, we're too good at this.
So you stepped in. There are going to be 3 more over here. So Persephone, you have taken your turn as part of the action. So you've still got Coral. You've still got. I keep forgetting everyone's name. See, we don't do this for one fucking day, and it completely screws me. You've
Val
got
and
Coral,
Rose.
Val, and Rose. That you guys still have
one,
your
and then there's the other
turns.
one.
So you three have still got your turns. There are 3 more on the left end of the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up to you two. I'm holding back for now. I don't want to drop the.
Yeah, it's like this almost seems not sporting. Yeah, I'm gonna do an intimidate roll and try to like and just basically tell him. Yeah, save yourselves and put your weapons down.
The like Goldfinger thing where he's just lay down. You saw what we just did here. Just lay down.
Yeah, basically.
You can roll the intimidation.
All right. Yeah, 15.
Where is my one here? 15. So with the 15, it is not going to affect them. They just kind of get ready with their arrow, and now they're all just aiming at you.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna cast Frostbite.
Mm-hmm.
Con 17.
Con 17. That looks like it's about to be 3 fails. Oh no, 1 is gonna pass. Way, good on you, buddy.
That guy doesn't get hurt at all. But everybody else, that was a pretty good roll. 13 frost damage to them. One of those like, the air cans that make the cold air. That's what I use.
Just aim at them and spray it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so 2 of them are like, you guys watch as 2 of them start to kind of just freeze solid. The other one is kind of just standing there ready to go. So Rose, it is your turn. You will have the last action for you guys. 2 of them are standing there with their bows ready, but they're completely frozen now. The other one at least still is, moving. It's still straining.
Yeah, I feel like they're also doing that because it's got that stuff in it that makes it taste bad.
So I said I had moved back away from the door, so I'll just use the dash action to catch back up with the group. Again, I'm gonna stay in the spider form, so I'll just kind of catch back up and crawl back up onto like Coral's back.
Okay.
There's only one guy. I don't feel like it's. Oh, but I can have my direwolf attack though, right? So I would do that.
You got your direwolf out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that like right away.
Mm-hmm. Right, so
I wish Kellen was here. He would vouch me up. 15, but the direwolf hits for a plus.
It's gonna hit.
Okay. 1d10 plus 3. 10 damage.
Yep. How does it look?
Is he dead or?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. The direwolf just like bounds into the room, and just like can smell the one living person. And it's like he bounds into the room, turns, and then just leaps and just he bites onto this guy's throat, and he's dead before he hits the ground.
Okay.
So who are these people we're fighting exactly? Like, are we just running in murdering possibly good people?
Do you just want to roll investigation or insight?
We're in the wrong castle. It's like the local Goodwill Castle or something.
That's like a worry about here.
Stephanie's got really good investigation. I'd kind of like to investigate that. Like
the orphanage castle.
Who the hell are these people?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll insight to try to get it from them, not the surroundings. Yeah.
Can I figure out what the nature of this castle is?
No bueno.
It's been a while.
Okay.
219.
So 19. Anybody else? Val, Rose, do you two want to roll the investigation? These either? You just want to let them handle.
I'm okay at that.
I mean, if
I was
everybody's
thinking about
doing
it, I guess I could. 22.
Yeah. Okay, so, Rose, with a 9, it's going to be easier to just say that you are on a one-track mind right now. You just got shit to do. you're going.
My body's here somewhere.
Persephone and Coral, with the 19, as you guys are walking up to and like kind of examining these guys, you see that there's quite literally nothing too special about them. They're kind of just wearing the colors that represent the ideals behind Torvil and Hermona, which is kind of confusing because that does register in your mind. But there's the kind of insignia of the blood, sanguine, and there's a couple of other different colors that represent Torvil's kind of faction, so to speak. In a sense of these colors have been popping up a lot. We haven't been paying too much attention, but it's happened often enough now to where you're like, okay, we're in their castle. This is the right one. Val, with a 22, you are also going to notice the kind of allegiance behind these people. You're going to notice a couple of extra details. They are all commoners. They are just people that were picked up and brought in to attack. You are also going to notice that all of them have just black eyes. There is no whites, there is no iris, there is nothing. It is just pure black. And you are also going to notice that every single one of them has this kind of magical vapor that's coming off of their body. So they are dead, as far as you know. But none of them look human. Even though they look human. They are people. They are commoners, but they don't look human. If that makes sense, you get me?
Like,
yeah,
like uncanny.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah,
basically.
Val's gonna go. I think these guys might be mind controlled. They're just regular guys. They're just a bunch of wieners.
Well, they're still trying to kill us.
That's true.
They're not good at it.
Yeah, they're doing a very bad job of it.
Maybe we could tone down the killing if we could just incapacitate them. But we do need to move. The longer we're here, the longer Torvil has to prepare. He already knows we're coming. And as much as it hurts me to hurt these people, maybe we can just try to non-lethally from now on as we go through.
I can take care of that.
Yeah.
All right. Onward.
Do the like brute squad thing where you just bunk them on the head.
Alright.
Mode. Yep.
You guys are now in this first hallway. With the fireball at one end, one of the doors has been completely blown out, and you can see that the flames have started to catch on the carpet, so there are flames that are kind of like crawling along the ground, along the fabric of the carpet. So towards the right side, if we were looking in the door, towards the far end of away from where you guys are, there are 3 scorched bodies. The door has been blown out. Where you guys are at, on the left side of it, you guys can see that the door hasn't been blown out. You guys are fine. But right in front of you is kind of the door that leads through. There was one in the middle as well, kind of like from where you guys had entered. There's one straight opposite as well.
That's the closest one. I'll just crawl under it and see what's behind door number 1. Right there in the one that's out in front of us.
The one that's in the middle for you is the closest. The other have gone to investigate the bodies to have a look at them. So you crawl under this door here, and as you kind of look in, you can see that it puts you out onto a balcony of sorts. As you kind of look around after crawling through this thing, it doesn't look like there's anybody else on this balcony with you. It's kind of railed with these stone banisters, so to speak. But as you step out, you kind of like, I'm assuming, crawl up onto the banister to have a good look, or crawl up on the wall or something. You look out, and this is the kind of the grand hall, so to speak. You can see just kind of inside this whole thing is just this mad amount of like bodies that are on the ground, and you can see that there is this kind of black vapor energy that's kind of just running around the whole place. After a few moments, you can see that this energy kind of like concentrates and just kind of attaches itself to one of the bodies as it kind of lifts it up, and it starts to kind of just shamble and walk towards the door, grabbing a random weapon as it kind of comes through. After it attaches itself, you can see that this kind of black vapor does almost dissipate to a sense before it kind of crawls from underneath one of the other doors in the room and starts its process again. This is a weird way to use it, but you can roll nature for this.
Yeah, baby.
To find out its nature.
Okay, let's see.
Roll.
36.
Wow.
Good roll. With a
I don't think
36, you are going to
nature.
get some information. You're going to get some information about the kind of nature that you're in, obviously the setting that you're in, what's going on, stuff like that. None of these bodies have faces. None of these bodies have faces. None of them have any distinct features that tell you whether they are human or not. After a few moments, when you watch one get pulled up out of the kind of pile that's on the ground, once this vapor kind of pulls itself away from it, that's when it starts to grow its features and shamble towards the doors. The essence of what is happening that you can see, you 100% can recognize Torvil's magic anywhere. You've dealt with it enough time, know what's going on. As it does, and it dissipates before it comes back through one of the doors, you'll notice that it started to come through the left, and then the western door, and then the northern door in front of you, and then this third one comes through the eastern door. As it comes through the third one, you know that the next black vapor is going to come from yours. So you are going to have time, if you can, to either get the fuck out of there or hide yourself higher up on the walls.
If I think I can, I would come back out of the room. Like, I don't want to stay in there if I know that it's coming, because I want to get this news back to the rest of the group. So let me just clarify: am I with that role? Can I determine that these aren't actual people? They're more like flesh golems or something? Is that what we're dealing with? Or okay, so we don't have to worry about that non-capacitating thing. So yeah. If I figure that out, I want to get out of the room. And I want to go to the rest and tell them. With a nature check that high, does this room look like a room that would have a map prepared?
No.
Okay, that's not the way to go, guys.
Just wait, it might be. So you are going to come back out well enough time before the vapor kind of pulls itself. Even though you know what's happening, as you come back through and start to like crawl your way along, you keep one of your way too many fucking eyes on the door to see what happens. You don't see any of this vapor come through from the door itself. So that's what you're going to get from everything. But you're going to come back, let everybody know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll just pass, as soon as I catch up with them, I'll pass all that along and just say, oh, by the way, false alarm, they're just flesh golems, so we can destroy them as much as we want. They're not actual people.
Oh, weird.
Persephone already had her gun out. She was like, oh, good. Awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely Torvil's magic kind of corrupting these. Well, they're not bodies per se, because they don't have any features. He crafts features when he materializes them. It's hard to explain, but
perhaps he was trying to trick us.
Well, I wouldn't put that past him either.
Rose, you're going to hear the sound of an arrow kind of whiz through the air and thunk into the ground next to you. Behind you guys, coming from the door that was blown out, you're going to watch as 4 of these soldiers kind of rush into the room. Now, for the transparency's sake, they are about 50 feet away from you guys. But they're going to come through that door. They have tried to do the surprise of attacking you guys. They have failed. I am passing it to you lot.
Excellent.
All right. I'll take care of these ones. I guess I'll pull out my gun and start shooting, since they're not real people, I guess.
Pull out my gun.
Bam, bam, bam. 19.
lame on that first roll.
It is. However, they are just commoners, so it's going to take out 3 of them.
Love it.
How many were there?
There were 4 that come through.
I was just nope. Never mind.
But I kind of want to know.
I almost just said, and I'm not saying this. He needs to really work on making his people a little bit sturdier.
Yeah, he probably could.
His flesh golems.
I guess Persephone will shoot one of them with a firebolt. The last one.
He needs to make his flesh golems harder.
His wieners harder.
Oh, they're flesh wieners. Oh, look at that.
To make the flesh wieners harder.
We
are all adults. Yeah, 22 with a firebolt. You fire it off, and it just kind of like, as soon as it hits them, it doesn't even look like it engulfs them. It just kind of like just spreads all over their body. They don't even scream. They just drop to the floor. So, behind you guys here is the door that kind of, will lead out to where you guys are. I'm going to take a safe assumption that you guys are going to go through that door.
Yes.
Bro's just like, no, fuck you.
Well, you said it, and I just wanted to be a contrarian and be like, actually,
the plot wants us to go.
Yeah.
All right. Entering into this door, it is going to be very much in the corner of a castle. And you guys are going to see a staircase that's going to go down to a lower floor, and then you're going to see a door that leads to the other side. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to be able to figure out that you guys have just entered into a hall from the outside. This is probably going to enter into the hall from the other side as well. And then you have the stairs that's going to lead you down onto the lower floor, or the ground floor. First floor. Do y'all have ground floor or first floor? Because it pisses me off when I have to explain it.
It's either way. Yeah.
I think it means the same thing.
Okay.
The ground floor is the first floor.
I'm like, yeah, this is the ground floor. And they're like, it's the first floor. I'm like, don't start with me, cunt. All right.
But like, when you go up the stairs, is that the first floor or the second floor?
That's first floor.
No, it's the second floor.
That's so stupid.
You got ground floor, and then 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've never been angrier.
When you walk into a building, the first floor you step on is the ground floor. That's why it's the first floor.
Yeah.
But also first floor.
And then you got the first floor up, and then the second floor up.
But that's the second floor, because the first floor was down here.
Persephone is going to throw herself off of the 4th floor.
Now, is that going to be the 4th floor from the ground? Or...
You are taking 5d6 of damage.
Everybody go to bed.
So, you've got the stairs, and you've got the door that leads out. Are you going downstairs, or are you going to clear this place out? What are you doing?
I think we just keep.
I said let's keep moving. Let's go downstairs.
Down, yeah.
All right. So,
down.
As you descend down into the stairs, you guys are going to see just a single door. And a single door kind of leads back the same way that you guys had come. What you would assume would lead down into this hallway. But as it does, you kind of start to get a bit more cautious. Obviously, I'm assuming we're going through the door cautiously. Coral, how you doing? But are you wanting to use your spider to kind of just go out under, or what do you want to do?
I'm just assuming I'm checking out what's behind the door before we kick it open, just so the group knows what's coming.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of the general operating procedure.
Okay, so as you're looking through the door now, it is going to be another rather long hallway. This time, the hallway only has a single door at the end.
Okay.
Oh God, it's just hallways.
I'll crawl back up on Coral, tell him that, and go on.
Alrighty.
All right.
Coming into this room, you guys are standing at one end of the hallway. The door is at the other end. As soon as the four of you all enter into this room, I need you all to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yay!
What kind?
A wisdom.
Can I?
Oh,
okay.
Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one. That was paltry. Much better. Okay, that was worth it.
3 of you rolled like shit, and you're like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah. I was gonna ask. What I was gonna ask is, would this have triggered when I went in the first time, and then therefore could I have warned them? Okay.
All right. Who are we missing? Coral, you're not going to redo that?
Nope, I'll take it.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, as
you disintegrate.
Rose, Val,
don't have much chance to pass it anyway.
Rose, Persephone, and Val enter into this room. You three are going to feel this kind of wave of nausea, and this wave of energy kind of wash over the three of you. It makes you feel sick to your stomach. As you do, you're going to feel your head kind of pulse as if a headache is starting to kick in before it just kind of subsides, and you guys look around. Coral, as you enter into this room, you're going to feel the same effects. You're going to feel your body kind of keel over. You're going to feel this headache start to hit. You are going to take some damage. Oh, wrong one. Lol, I just really, out of habit, rolled fucking D20s. I'm like, oh, no.
Let's
not do that. So 884. So you are going to take 20 necrotic damage as you feel this kind of energy wave come over you. Your true sight is going to kick in as you enter into this door. Okay. And while the three of them aren't going to see much, you're going to watch as this hallway itself is alive. And I mean that literally. You're going to see that there are these kind of souls and faces along the walls as they're kind of like pushing against this kind of fleshy mound trying to escape. You can hear the sound of these crying, and you can hear the sound of this screaming as it comes through. The rug itself is just a skin rug running along the ground of this hallway for about 50 feet. As you all enter in, you can hear the squelching of the feet on the ground. You can hear the kind of running of the blood along the walls. You're the only one that really notices what's going on. The other three, no idea.
I pull out my gun, start shooting the walls. Yeah. So you just see me unloading my gun on all the walls and the floors.
Persephone doesn't see it, but she also just starts shooting fireballs.
Wait, what are you doing? Why are you? Shh. I mean, I know we've already
alive. The walls. They're screaming.
No one's screaming, Coral.
Yes, they are. I'm looking at it. I'm hearing it.
The three of you, if you choose to do so, you can choose. You can choose to fail the roll. You will take the same damage, but you will be able to see what's going on.
I think I'll just believe Coral. I think that Val is very smart, and she's also seen Coral, knows for a fact that Coral has seen things. He's seen some shit that she has. Like, if he's saying the walls are alive, I believe him.
Nobody wants to see.
I feel like we just get his hands and we lead him through this hallway quickly.
So you three running along the stone can hear the sound of your footsteps on the stone, on the rug. It's thudded. Coral, you said you could hear just the horrible sound of the squelching as you're running along the skin.
That's a terrible word.
The words.
You can hear everything as you're being dragged through. Like firing as much as you can at first to try to do something. All it does is it just makes the cacophony of screaming louder, and it feels like it's almost now screaming in pain that you have caused. So you get dragged through this room. Are you even bothering to be careful with the last one, or are you all bursting through this door?
burst.
Yeah, I think we're just burst at this point. I think we need to get Coral out of this room.
Okay, so as you burst through this door now at the end of this hallway, Coral, as the four of you step through, it is unfairly quiet. At this point, if you were able to pinpoint yourself, you would be going through the blown out door on the top floor. That is where you would be. So as far as you would think, there would be the stairway leading up. There might be another door. You guys are going to enter into this large room that does not look like it should be here. As the four of you are going to enter into this room, it looks rather empty. The walls are normal now. Your true sight will kick in. It is now no different to any of the other walls or rooms that you guys have been into. But as you enter into this rather large open space, the four of you aren't going to get to roll the wisdom save because this does not affect you in a damage way. However, the four of you are going to watch as everything starts to glitch quietly. Everything starts to shift. And you're going to notice as these walls that were stone before start to become a bit more ornate. They start to become almost wooden, so to speak. But it's almost like as you guys come through, I will get the four of you to roll me a history check. Obviously, you're using your eyes, so Kroll, you do get advantage. Or if you don't want to roll history, you can roll Arcana.
Mm-mm.
Can you say we also get advantage?
No, only
Just
Coral with the
Coral.
true sight.
Oh,
21. I didn't.
Nice. Rose, I watched you supposed to get a 14 there.
Yeah. Oh well. I'll keep
Coral,
it.
natural 20. Nice. Okay, so Rose, with an 11 as you step through, you're going to notice the kind of glitching, but it doesn't quite click into you as much. You know that you have seen things that have glitched before, especially the water elementals that you guys had fought at the bridge, at the river. Val, with a 21 not natural, you immediately recognize the effects of the kind of time disparities. It happened back in Lowry, where things would happen and the kind of the rips and tears would occur. It has happened in the God's Realm. There are different places that you guys have been through that have kind of shifted the reality of what you guys are at. And Persephone and Coral, with a 33 and a natural 20, you two are going to get the same knowledge. As you guys step through, Persephone, with your Arcana, your brain starts to just fire at all of these instances of the glitching. The time with the water elementals comes to mind, the underneath the observatory, with a lot of the kind of empty spaces that you guys have been through as well. And Coral, you have first-hand knowledge of this, of each time you've had to deal with Charles, every time you've had to deal with any of the gods, your own knowledge of what is going on. However, with yours, Persephone, you're going to feel yourself thrown into this empty space. As you're thrown into this space mentally, you're going to watch and see as all of these kind of rings start to grow out from where you are currently situated. And you're going to watch as these kind of almost spheres start to envelop you, almost like a solar system, for your own knowledge. But as you do, you're going to look and turn to Coral. Coral, you don't feel any true fear. You don't feel any true hatred or understanding what's going on, because with a natural 20, your mind is thrown back to the first time that you touched the corpse in the basement of the city that you guys had been way back when. If we remember, the first time you had gone near it, that was the first instance of the tear that had happened, of the kind of the glitching. You were thrown way back when and had spoken to one of the gods that were kind of keeping an eye on things and how things were going. This is the first time, though, that you've been in this space with another person, as Persephone is kind of standing next to you, watching and seeing as everything is happening. The other two are not here. As you guys are looking out into this expanse, you're going to see as this rather large, massive looking creature is far off into the distance, and it's getting closer. And you can see that behind it is just black nothingness. While around you is almost an Andromeda, a galaxy, so to speak, of empty space, behind this creature is just black. And it's getting closer.
Damn.
Damn, dog.
Well, shit.
Torvil's coming.
Yeah.
After a few more minutes, seeing everything that's going on, it's going to get extremely close to the two of you before you almost feel yourself get thrown back into your bodies here in the castle. Rose and Val, you two are going to see them kind of like their eyes go black before they come back to themselves. But as you're looking around, you're going to notice that this room is kind of shifting more, and it's going to turn itself into a rather large open room. As it does, it feels like you're almost pushed closer towards the kind of entranceway of this room. There's really so many times you can say room before it just sounds like a fake word. But as you're pushed closer towards the entranceway, almost away from where you guys have kind of barged through to enter, back towards this kind of hallway of flesh and disgustingness, Persephone and Coral, you two are going to come back to yourselves. You two are going to watch as everybody is now back where you are. You're going to see that the walls have shifted. And you guys can only see one other entrance towards the end.
Are the two of you okay?
This place is messed up.
What gave that away?
You're seeing reality or whatever, aren't you? Something different than we're seeing.
Yeah. Again, this... between the walls and the universe and everything else that's in here, I don't know what's real anymore.
Then let's get this done. The quicker we get out of here, the better.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because there's only one way to go from here.
Yeah.
I do have a question, Coral. You just said again. You just said something about space again.
Yeah. Shifting in this sideways world. It's happened. God.
Because, I mean, we've seen
6 or 7 times.
We've seen things that have happened, yes, but the way that you're describing it and saying again sounds like something completely different.
No.
That's still a worry.
Well, yeah, all the more reason to get this all taken care of and done.
Coral and Persephone, because you two were affected by it, I want you two to roll me a insight on Headsman.
Thus.
10's probably not doing it.
A 10 is not doing it, even with the true side of trying to see what's going on. Persephone, with a 17, you can see that he feels almost a little bit nervous, but he is steeled and ready to move forward. It doesn't seem like he's holding any information back. It just feels like things are starting to click in his mind of what is going on.
Okay. I'm going to cast See Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
It'll last an hour, so.
Okay.
I just noticed I had it. That's pretty much what Persephone's saying too. She's like, "Oh, I just remembered I can do this."
Persona, no. So as you cast See Invisibility on yourself, obviously See Invisibility, but can you read to me what exactly it lets you do? Let you see magical invisibility? Does it let you see regular invisibility? Is there like a requirement?
I see creatures and objects that have the invisible condition as if they were visible, and I can see into the ethereal plane. Creatures and objects there appear ghostly.
Okay. So, with the See Invisibility, you're going to see a rather half terrifying sight. As the spell goes off and the four of you are standing there, the four of you are going to notice a couple of things. The four of you, no. First of all, I am chucking up a map.
There is a map.
There is a map.
Map on the map.
So
that's a room.
That is a room. The four of you are obviously going to be towards the bottom here, where the entrance is. Do I need to put you guys down? No, I think you put yourselves down. I don't know. I'll just do it anyway. Oh, you can. Cool.
There's two Persephones.
Nah, fuck that bitch. And your wolf. And Rose, can you take control of that one, or are you doing your own?
I'm dropping mine. Hold on.
Sorry, you should take the ability for us to do that away from us.
I didn't know that you could do that. I've never seen that before in my life.
No, I could either.
Have you put me a token down?
I did at one stage, but
there is one there. There's two now.
Oh no, now there's three.
There we go.
Okay, hold on. I don't see them.
The Berenstain Bears and too many
there we
roses.
Are. Okay. I see them now. I didn't see any tokens. I kept dropping them out. That was my fault. And I can control the wolf.
Cool. This one's going to be there. So Persephone, you're going to kind of look down as the invisibility starts to kick in for you, but you can see what's going on. As you're looking ahead, you're going to watch as things start to just light up. And you're going to see that there are many of these kind of things, these reanimated corpses, these people that you guys have fought so far, as you kind of just look into this empty room and notice that there are a lot of them that are just standing there, almost waiting for a command. They have not realized that you can now see them. There is 19 of them kind of just separated all over this room, waiting for a signal, waiting for something to kind of kick in. They haven't realized that you can now see what is going on.
Persephone's got her like poker face on when she sees this. And I think she's not going to say anything out loud about it. I think she's just going to send a message.
I'm just going to put one there, and I'll put one in the middle that just kind of represents like a bunch of people, because make it easy for me. So yeah, so what are you doing?
So I'm essentially just going to cast a message 3 separate times and just tell them what I'm seeing and be like, don't react.
I
wish there was like a roll for chill.
Performance?
I don't know.
Performance? Would you like it to be a performance?
No, don't do that to us. I don't think there's a charismatic one among us.
Very bad. We would be very bad at that.
I could do okay.
We're kind of an unlikely bunch.
I got +6 in performance.
Oh.
Okay.
She's a Disney princess. Of course I had to make her be able to sing.
Looking out, Persephone, you see that these 19 commoners are just set up and ready to strike. You've now sent out the message to everybody else that they're here. However,
I do love that the commoners are all these like old women.
That was just the first one that I put through.
I think when he tells me that, I will crawl off Coral's shoulder and use my bonus action just to transform back into a person.
Okay. Where is it? There, that one will do it.
I don't like that he's checking for that.
Okay. Coral. Something makes you feel upset. In a sense that you had to be told that there were people in the room, that you didn't see them.
That's right. Oh no.
my hand doing anything right now?
Not true.
There's no reaction. There's no heat. There's no light. As far as any of your regular abilities will tell you, there is nothing wrong. There are a few moments as it kind of passes by. What do you want to do?
I say we attack and we get the surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Still confused, but I'm in.
Follow your lead.
We don't know where they are, so. Oh, we do. We can all see them except. Wait, no. Who can see them?
Persephone,
now I'm
right?
Only Persephone
can see them.
Okay.
But knowing they're there, I think you can still get. Can you still get?
You get disadvantage on attack rolls.
Disadvantage? Yeah. So you can still try to attack.
But if they're commoners, we could just let you attack.
I have
and kill
an
them.
acid splash, so I can splash in a specific, space that gets people.
Yeah, so acid in that old lady's face.
5-foot radius sphere, so.
So, you can't see anything, Coral. You are just trusting Persephone at the moment. Persephone, you're watching and seeing as all of these creatures are there. What you do see, Coral, and Rose, you're going to see this as well because you would recognize the sense of it, is that you guys can see at the back of this room this rather large statue-looking creature thing. It is marbleized. It is basically like the idea of this world's statue. Is the Statue of David? The tall marble one. But as you can see, in the middle of it is kind of this almost a small vortex, so to speak. The dark energy that you had seen earlier in the other room, you can see that it kind of culminates here. And Coral, you can see that this statue is moving. Doesn't look like it has any real human features, so to speak. It doesn't move like a human should, but the statue is essentially a construct.
Does it look like it's aggressive? Is this...
Doesn't look like it's doing anything right now.
Does it look like the dark energy is coming from whatever it's wielding in its hands? Is it creating this energy or controlling it?
Roll Arcana.
Okay. That's not that bad, I guess. It's not great, though. 15.
I'm going to give you the help action.
Okay. 22.
22. So, watching this thing, you're noticing the correlations between what is going on. So you can see that this marble thing is kind of just holding a spell, casting a spell. It's doing something. And you can see that the kind of the smaller kind of galaxy orb that it is kind of moving its hands around to kind of hold onto, it does look like it is producing some level of this kind of vapor, this smoke, so to speak.
I think we need to destroy that construct. I think it's causing some of this unnatural manipulation of the golems.
I'm not really afraid of the commoners, so I think Persephone is just going to try to walk past them and see what happens. And walk up interested in this.
A dexterity saving throw.
Yay! She's bad at those.
All right. We're level 16. Are we bad at anything?
Not the first one. Oh, I want the first one. Never mind. I accidentally clicked just roll dexterity, but I'll take it.
Oh, come on. It's the same plus. Oh, whatever.
Is it?
No.
They're both plus one, looks like.
Dex check, dex save. We've done this before. We've had this happen before. It's not the same.
Well, sometimes they're different, but in this case, it is the same.
All right. How long does shield last?
Just a turn, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just that till the beginning of the next turn.
Okay, you are about to use another reaction. There is going to be a lot of dice rolls in a moment. Don't panic too hard. They are just commoners using a bow and arrow. Okay?
Jesus Christ.
How many of these hit you?
A bunch of wieners trying to poke at you.
So the highest roll here is an 18.
Wieners. How many are over or 14 or higher? Let's see. There's 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I'll do shield. It'll take it up to 19.
All right, so that will pass through all of them. So you are going to start to walk forwards. You are the one that's noticed all of these creatures here that have been poisoned, ready to attack. As you take a step moment, you almost get this sense in your mind as the rest of you are going to watch as these 19 creatures appear out of nothing and immediately fire at Persephone. With you casting your shield up, you were able to see. Go, describe this. This is your moment. Sorry?
I was like, she swats these arrows out of the air with like a badass shield spell. Yeah.
Alrighty, and you're going to walk closer towards this statue. Coral, you can now see all of these creatures that have appeared. Behind all of them, you can see that vapor that you could see at the base of the statue is almost kind of enshrouding their bodies as it kind of comes back a little bit. As they all kind of start to disappear with this vapor, Rose, you're noticing this as well. They all kind of disappear behind it, but there's one towards the back of them all. We're going to make it this one for funsies. You're going to watch as the last kind of the vapor kind of comes through, and you're going to see Torvil's face with this shit-eating grin looking directly at you before it disappears.
So I saw Torvil in one of the commoner arrow people, right? Archers, they're called.
Yes, at the end.
Okay. He definitely knows we're here. And he's here too. He's among them.
All right. This is now going to be the initiative side. They have taken their attack on everybody. Persephone, you will not get to do an action in this because you reacted to theirs. You also moved ahead. So this is going to start the new one. So Rose, Coral, and Val, you three are going to get your actions if you want to. There are going to be 19 commoners with the arrows ready to fire on their turn, obviously. You know.
Did I see them kind of lined up? Like, so I had an idea of like where they were. Were they lined up or spread out, or how were they?
They're a bit more spread out at the moment. I just have the three to kind of represent an idea of like whereabouts they are. It's almost like they've learned from the first time. They are at least like there's a space between them. They're not all in a line in one go. They're not getting electrified this time.
Well, if I could. Okay, so just out of curiosity, how many, if I did have like a line type spell, how many could I get?
You could probably hit about 4 or 5 in one go.
Not as fun.
Ew.
I'll do it anyway because it's cool. So can I still see any of them, or did they go away? Did they disappear?
No, they're all there.
All right, so I'll calculate pretty much like the best one I can get in a line, and then I will cast. I'll pick one at the end of the line. So I pick a 5-foot cube space, and I'm going to cast Storm Stallion. So you see Rose kind of like moving around her hand, and this lightning starts crackling through the air as it forms like this beautiful stallion as it charges towards the first one. I believe I make an attack roll on that. No, I don't. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I do. Ooh, 13. Will that hit a commoner? That is a commoner, right?
Pretty sure it is. it's a commoner. I can have
Okay.
a quick look at the.
I think it's 10.
Have a look at these. Commoner, yeah, AC 10.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 18. Just the first one.
Just the first one?
Yeah. Well, they're going to all need to eventually anyway, so. If the first one fails, the Storm Stallion kind of appears underneath it, kind of bucking it up on top of it as it starts to charge towards the other ones through them. Each creature in their path has to make that dexterity saving throw. If they fail, they take 6d8 bludgeoning damage.
They are all going to fail, and they are all going to get absolutely fucking eviscerated, but feel free
I'm
to
rolling
describe.
it anyway. They're 22 damage. This Storm Stallion, like, it appears taking the first one and kind of, like, right before it picks it up, it just, like, hits it with its nose, puts it onto its back, and then charges across the room, just thundering, making these literal thundering noises as it tramples the other 5 of them, or however many there were. Before getting to the edge of the room, it just runs into the wall and disappears, leaving the one guy that was, like, tracking with it slamming into the wall before falling to the ground.
Alrighty. So that's going to take out 5. So there are still going to be 14 here in the room. Coral and Val, it is your turns.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna run up and start slugging them.
Yeah.
One, no point in using bullets, and yeah.
Dungeon Crawler Carl style. Just start stomping on them.
Stomp.
Did I need to use a 4th level spell? No. Was it fun? Yes.
Yeah.
There. All right. If 10 hits, all of them hit.
Yep. So they're all going to hit.
All right. 4 damage each.
4 damage each. The 4 is the HP of a commoner.
Okay. And I'm trying to use non-lethal if that's possible.
Yeah, if you want to use non-lethal, you can.
But
they're not real commoners, though. They're just the fake things.
They just look like old ladies.
They do. It's just it feels like I should just there's I don't know, just in case.
It would just be like Torvil to put in an actual real commoner.
That's true.
Yeah.
In with them.
Speaking of killing commoners, Val, what's next?
I'm going to. She's gonna thunderclap. So con 17.
All right. How many is this affecting?
Each creature in a 5-foot emanation. So however many I can get in that.
So an emanation is from you, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
If I need to move a little bit forward, I can.
You will need to move to 30 feet. Yes.
Yeah, I will.
From where you're standing, a 5-foot emanation, you might be able to hit like maybe 2 of them.
Yeah, I'd probably move, like, not in front of Coral, but like to the side, so like that. So, yeah.
All right. And what was it? A dexterity saving throw? Sorry.
Con 17. Con.
Yep. Con 17. They are both going to fail.
They can't win. Okay, so that's gonna be that was a bad joke.
Terrible.
You know what? No regrets. That's gonna be that was nice. 13 thunder damage.
Yeah, so how does it look as Val wipes out 2 of these?
Yeah, so basically she makes one of those like really loud, like basically the sound of thunder, and it just basically like it's so loud it like dissolves them back into smoke.
Nice. Okay. So it is now going to be the turn of the enemies. There are still 9 of them left.
So wait. Why did Persephone lose her turn?
So Persephone had lost her turn as she had moved forward. You had used the sea invisibility, had seen everything kind of happening. As you had walked forward, using their reaction for shield as well, and also because of shenanigans, because that's just going to be easier to explain things.
So see invisibility was your action, I guess, that last round.
Maybe it's a magic bunny and you shouldn't ask questions.
Hey, do you want your turn? You can have your turn if you want.
Be like my toddler. I tell him, I'm so sorry. Your question card has been revoked.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Have your turn.
Blow him up, Persephone.
Because I know being a wizard, you can take out the rest easily.
Have your turn and eat it too.
Ah, nice.
Well, I really don't want to waste any spell slots on just these dudes. So, I'm going to shoot one of them with firebolt. And that's all.
You should never waste your slot on some lame ass wieners.
Sure. Alrighty, so the firebolt is going to go off and hit one of the random commoners. So you're going to -1 because no matter what, as soon as it says you have hit, I'm just minusing a number from the total of them because they're going to die. As you do, Rose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them on their turn are going to load and fire at you.
Well, damn, you just 2 critted.
Dang. Okay. So 2 nat 20s and 1 dirty 20. Are they going to hit?
Well, the 20s will. My armor class is 18.
Okay, so the dirty 20 will also hit. So you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D8 as you feel these arrows shoot into you. You're going to take 30 damage. And then at the end of their turn, you guys are going to watch as this kind of statue at the back starts to move a little bit. And you guys are going to watch as this creature kind of puts his hand into this sphere, this galaxy, so to speak. And as it does, it's going to pull something out, hold its hand up, and it's going to crush whatever is in this hand. You guys are going to watch as this vapor kind of starts to fall from the fingers and washes over this area. It almost feels like it avoids you guys, in a sense. It feels like it almost kind of just dodges around with what's going on. But you're going to watch as each of them that have already fallen are going to get back up.
What the fuck is Headsman doing, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Good question. What is Headsman doing? Headsman and his echo sitting in a tree. Headsman's not doing much at the moment. He's just watching.
I hate him.
Are you going to help us here? I mean, that's why you came, right? To help?
There's something off here.
Yeah, no shit. And how are you fixing it by standing in the corner?
That's not here.
It's not the commoners. And it's not that statue. There's something else in this room. You're going to watch as he kind of pulls his sword out. And as he pulls his sword out and he summons his echo, Rose, you're the closest one to him. Make me an insight check, and you're going to make it an advantage.
Sweet. That's a 28.
Beautiful job. You're going to watch as he kind of holds out his sword, and you're going to watch as he dashes up to where Val is kind of standing. And you're going to watch as the echo kind of stands on the other side of you, Val. And with a 28, you're going to watch as he kind of throws the 2 swords ahead of where Val is. And you're going to both see, everyone's now going to see, except for Persephone, because you're a bit far ahead. You're going to watch as these swords kind of lodge in midair. And it's going to happen only about 10 feet ahead of where Val is. but you're going to watch as these swords kind of lodge into this midair. And you're going to see him come up, pull the swords out, and you're going to see him slash again. As it does, you guys are going to watch as his sword catches on something, and you can hear the grunts of him trying to figure out what is going on.
What is that?
Persephone, do you see anything there?
Do I see anything there?
After a few moments, yes. But for now, no. But you guys are going to watch, as you can see, as Torvil is standing right there. You can see that he kind of has his two hands out holding the edges of these swords as he's being attacked by by Headsman and his Echo.
He looks gross.
Fuck this guy. Oh my god. Oops, I moved him. I'm so sorry.
Woo!
How dare you move my creatures?
I didn't know I could move him! Oh no!
There's got to be a way to restrict that.
Have the power.
I don't know how to. I don't care too much.
Oh yeah, you can lock him right there. Oh, hold on. Conditions and effects. He's petrified. Oh no, I can't change those.
Well,
tried.
I'm being completely honest. I thought Coral would have seen it coming. Didn't expect this one. It was rather interesting when you think about it. The one closest to death can see me first. I suppose the one that can see everything. But you didn't see the commoners. It's so interesting how the power of the gods works when one's in the room with you. Don't you agree, Coral?
I'm sick of the gods' power. Sick of you.
Would you like me to take it away from you? Make it a bit more even, a bit more fun.
Pearl just glares at him, doesn't respond.
I think it would be better if we took your power from you, actually. I think that's how this ends.
That would be an interesting concept. However, you can't kill a god. Well, not at the moment. I don't have more people to play with. More people to command. It's interesting being able to call upon those that have died to work for me. You're going to see as he kind of lifts his hand and snaps his fingers as each of the 19 commoners are all going to just vanish into this vapor. Almost like a gust of wind has pushed this fog away. You guys are going to watch as he lifts up his other hand and clicks. And as it does, all of this vapor kind of culminates itself in this gust. And it's going to point itself towards this one body. As it kind of lifts itself up, you can see that this puppet kind of starts to gain the features of a human. I don't need anybody to make me a roll. Because you guys are going to watch as this puppet kind of appears, and you see as this puppet appears beside you, Coral, with a sword to your neck.
No.
Called it.
Is this the original one or the new one?
Roll history. With advantage.
I was going to say, can I have advantage on this?
Yeah, obviously.
He did say, controlling the dead. 19.
With a 19, you just stare at this woman in front of you. The three of you kind of take a moment to just almost be frozen in awe, in fear of what is happening. Rose, there is one moment where you look at this creature and you know it's a puppet. You know it's not real. But there is still this inkling in the back of your mind as you're watching this through your own puppets, essentially. There is this moment in the back of your mind where you're watching this thing And she looks very close to what she looked like 700 years ago. Right before you went to sleep. This is the original Hamona to you.
How dare you, you son of a bitch. You don't get to touch her.
What a shame. Neither did you. You're going to watch as he clicks again. Coral.
I feel like Torvil's a drag queen. That sounded like something a drag queen would say.
That's fucking shady as hell.
Alright, Coral.
Yeah.
You're going to feel the graze of this sword kind of slashing across your body as she almost in an instant flips it around and just drags it along for a 27 to hit you. You're going to feel this pain rising through your body. As the first part of this, you're going to take 2d10 slashing damage, which is only 14, so that's good. However, you're going to start to feel your body start to almost burn, so to speak. You're going to feel as your body starts to kind of feel like it's on fire from the inside out. As she pulls the sword away from your body, you're going to notice that the blood doesn't drip or run the way that it normally should, and it starts to just kind of... What is the word I'm looking for? Not calcify.
Cauterize?
What is the word? Cauterize. Yes, thank you. I was like, what is the word when you like heat up a wound and it does cauterize? Thank you. So you're going to feel as this kind of runs along your body. And as it does, you're going to feel another strike of pain as you're going to take another 1d8, this time of fire damage. So if that is removed or halved or anything for you, so you're going to take 2 damage, and you're going to watch as her sword kind of ignites into this fire. As it does, with the situation that we are in now, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to roll proper initiative. As soon as I remember where all of my stuff is for that. Add all tokens. So basically you're going to roll your initiatives. If I need to change things, I will change things. Nope, that looks like it is changing for you guys automatically. Love that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice. 23 for me. Oh, that's a cool effect for the 20 on that one.
That was really cool.
Yeah,
I am adding a d10 to it with a superiority dice.
Okay.
It's going to be a 22 for me then.
Yes. Poor headsman ain't getting shit. Okay, so 20 for you. Persephone with a 7. Is there any way that you can increase that, or are you taking that one?
I don't have any way to increase that.
Okay. Rose, Val, and the wolf. The wolf happens on your turn anyway, Rose. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, here is the offer. Because this is... Go.
I was going to say, if anyone has alert, and doesn't, would want to swap with me, but probably not.
I don't.
I was going to attempt to put Hamona in a maze, essentially, getting rid of her for a while.
Yeah, I don't think I have alert, unfortunately.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay. There it is. Change max HP. Why do you only have 111 HP, Headsman? You should have way more than that. Okay, so here is the deal. It is 20 past, so it's not long before the session would end. So the offer is we can either keep going a little bit longer for this fight and then have one more session, or we can end it here and make the final session the final battle. Because yes, there will be more, obviously. Not much, but there will be one final episode after this.
We can probably hold off. I'm getting really sleepy.
I prefer to just do combat in one fell swoop if we can.
Yeah. Give it more time to be more epic.
Yeah, because otherwise I forget where we were, and you got to get back in right in the middle. So yeah, I'd rather just do the. Yeah. I'd rather kill this guy in one fell swoop.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just remember that initiative,
I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm taking a screenshot of it just in case.
You got it? Okay.
I think it saves it as long as you don't end the thought at the bottom. I think it'll stay. Yeah. Leave it like that.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Cool. That'll make it easier.
I think.
So, I've taken a screenshot anyway, so if I need to redo it, I can just redo it with everyone's initiatives. But yeah, so.
Ooh, Torvil's going after me. Oh, I'm gonna murder the fuck out of this guy. Oh, I hated him anyway. And then when how dare he? How dare this guy? Also, he's ugly. What a prick. Yeah. Gross looking.
I could not find the original image that I used, which has like the dark features, the more like darker humanoid. I think it's more like elven features in it. Could not find the original image. This is the closest one that I had. So I used this one instead. Fun fact, I used this image in my offline campaign for giant ancient treants. So
looks like it, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, so God, I'm so ready to kill the fuck out of this guy. Oh.
Yeah. So, letting you all know in advance, the next session will go longer. Because obviously there's final fight, and there's going to be a little bit afterwards.
Okay.
So, letting you know in advance, it is going to go like another hour to kind of get things done.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that one for the final one, we could start like at 8:30 or something. An hour early, if people are available.
We can, that would be great.
Started on Curse of Strahd time.
So, yeah.
So, well, are you saying the next one is the last episode?
Next episode will be the final episode.
Okay. All right, y'all, we gotta focus. This campaign cannot end with Torvil winning. I don't care what happens to any of us as long as that asshole loses this fight. So we gotta make sure that happens. Okay. Well, I'm excited. Yeah, I think holding off is the best, and we'll get one last kind of long finale out of it. So, all right. You got anything you'd like to say before we wrap up and close the stream, Psychic?
Commoners are wieners.
Commoners are wieners. Yeah. They are.
Yeah.
And I feel like Persephone wasted a couple spell slots on a bunch of wieners. At least she didn't cast that one thing at 5th level.
Only 2, and then I figured it out.
Yeah.
Hey, you also cast a few spells. Don't be chucking all that.
I just cast one, and it was only because I really wanted to do Storm Stallion. I just really like that spell. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us. Kellen hanging out with us, and then we also had a new chatter in the chat tonight. Solomon, it's a lot. I can't tell, but thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us.
That's Sky.
Okay.
That was the one that sent me a message trying to call to play games.
So, you know what? It's a lot of words, but...
Sorry you couldn't play RuneScape.
Hey, he's free. He's free now.
I know the reference. He's told me, and I know the reference now, that Solomon Leland is a reference to a video that they done of, I think it was Bloodborne, and I think I was about to say Vicar Amelia, but that's Dark Souls. But essentially, it's like okay, it is Dark Souls, but essentially, it's like a video of people like parodying. I think of like doing this video. It's really cool. I'll have to find it and put it in the chat. But
well, yeah, now you have to.
That's
Well, hi, welcome in. Welcome in. You can have your friend back. Thanks for letting us borrow him for a little bit. So that'll be it. This was a short week. This was the only game that we did actually this week. Next week will be the exact opposite. We've got Legends of Elzoria, our Daggerheart campaign on Monday. I'm back on The Walking Dead on Tuesday. We have Curse of Strahd on Wednesday. And then, no, that's it. We don't have another game on Thursday.
That's it.
I thought I was doing 4 nights in a row again, so okay.
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet. And then the week after that, we will be back here for an extended finale episode of Temptations.
The week after, we have 2 finales. We've got the ending for Kupo Quest, maybe.
Oh my god, that's gonna be a big week. That's gonna be a big
Holy
week.
shit.
So I don't keep up with Kupo Quest, but I feel like it's ended like 20 times.
No.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's had a million endings.
The original Kupo Quest ended a year or so ago, and then Kupo Quest Eorzea has been 3 shorter stories, and they've each wrapped.
Following, okay.
So
it actually has ended a bunch of times.
Yeah, so scenario 1 ended, scenario 2 ended, and scenario 3 is the last one. So this is the end.
Okay. I'm following.
So yeah, we're doing a spin-off show right now. You should follow. Kupo Quest was a great campaign. It was great. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you next week, and then back here in 2 weeks for the finale of Temptations. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.